Welcome to another episode of the Battle Science Podcast, a Pokemon Go PvP podcast where we talk about Pokemon Go PvP as it relates to Self Arena and Go Battle League, amongst many other things. Oh, Jmar's Metatightness just migrated away. Can we get some Fs, some thoughts and prayers for him? That's quite a shame. Quite a shame. Very somber note to start off this. God, there's just like nothing to talk about this episode. All the news is gone. Pokemon Go, Niantic just hasn't put out an update in the last 2 weeks, so it's going to be a really quick episode. We're recording this on December 1st, 2020. We are in the very, very short home stretch of this nightmare of a month, or a nightmare of a year, maybe 5 years of 2020. We're nearing the end. We'll get through it. I am one of your hosts, Steven, a.k.a. aBoyInTheWoods, joined, as always, by Jesse, a.k.a. RocketAdminJ.
There's seal everywhere!
There are seal everywhere. As always, we record on a Tuesday at the same time as Spotlight Hour, so divided attentions for sure. Just a little. All right, so... Oh, that's right. We are... brought to you by our Patreon producers. If you want to back the Battle Science podcast on Patreon, you can go to patreon.com/battlescience and back us at least $1 tier to get the Battle Science After Dark podcast, a podcast where we can swear and talk about other things other than Pokemon Go PvP, although we still talk about Pokemon Go PvP a whole lot, as well as the podcast early, and then other bonus content and stuff there in the future. So... maybe I'm thinking we've got a couple of holidays coming up at the end of December, so I'm thinking maybe we'd try and do some Among Us or other group party games with some people from our Discord. So we'll probably prioritize
socially distance socialing.
Yep, probably prioritize our couple of Patreon producers. Our Patreon producers for December are Arrow, Winston the Champ, and What John's Doing. Thank you guys for backing us on Patreon at the $5 tier. Let's see. Got some just the smallest, the lightest episode for the news roundup. We're gonna jump in here into the news roundup. I'm gonna start us off with probably the biggest piece of news we have for the entire episode. And if you're watching on Twitch, it's on screen. Our last quoting from Niantic support on Twitter, trainers, this will be our last Pokemon storage update for 2020. The limit on Pokemon storage has now been expanded to 4,000. This is huge. This is the biggest news we've seen this entire month. Well, I mean, I guess realistic is almost the only news we've seen this entire month. Let me rephrase that. This is the biggest news we've had in the last 3 months. The last 14 days, this is the marquee news everyone was hoping to hear about. Your Pokemon storage has expanded to 4,000 Pokemon. So you don't have to worry too much. There's, we all know more Pokemon are coming. You'll have space for them. That was a joke. This has all been a joke. Don't worry. There's a lot more other content. Before we hop into the news roundup proper, I do want to give a shout out to all of our competitors and everyone who donated last Tuesday at our Battle Science, the Schoolyard Scrap. Our draft night was last Tuesday. Teams have been picked and battles have been played. We raised over $150 on Tuesday night, and donations are still being accepted. If you're watching us on Twitch, Nightbot will pop in every once in a while with the Extra Life link if you have a couple of dollars to donate to Extra Life towards the Seattle Children's Hospital. We would greatly appreciate any and all donations heading over there. We have raised way more than what at least I anticipated. I don't know, Jesse, what you anticipated.
Thank you to everybody that contributed up until this point. That's still just crazy to think we have that much money going to Children's Seattle Hospital.
We only raised $70 last year. We have raised almost $270 this year. So I think the thought was if we reach, what was Hohen's?
Are you gonna make me do math again?
Yeah, with the Hoenn's. So the original goal was 151, which is Kanto's Pokedex total number. We surpassed Johto's Pokedex number because Johto's Pokedex number was 251 or 252, yep. I believe. I want to say Hoenn is somewhere around the 300-ish mark, 300, 320 maybe.
You know what's funny is I don't know why I'm looking at this online. I could just literally go to my Pokedex.
Yeah, your Pokedex would probably tell you. So Jesse and I have to figure out what we're doing because we've already raised way more than our goal. And if we raise any more on the Battle Showcase night here later on in December, I don't know.
It goes up to 386 with Deoxys.
Oh, okay, 386 at the end of Hoenn. Okay. That'll be a goal. If we hit 386, we'll do something absolutely wild. I don't know what. We'll figure it out. Let's see. Let's see. Our teams were picked. I don't have those here, but I can look them up because we put them out on Twitter. So on Jesse's team, we have Christadude, Arrow 215, Kano, Leader Paradox, and Kyle Undead. And then on Team Steven, we have Jamar, Things Cats Can't Eat, Eric BN, Winston the Champ, and Proto Man. So I don't want to. I want Team Jesse. Team Jesse needs a little bit of motivation. I want to see some good plays from Team Jesse. Team Steven is taking a very, very early lead. We're 5 matches out of the 25 in so far. So Team Jesse has plenty of time to stage a comeback and put in some W's.
I mean, we have to make you look good at the beginning, right?
And boy, am I making it look good. Way to go, Team Steven, for putting in an early lead. Team Jesse, I threw in a link, a video link into the draft invitation.
No, I saw it. Yeah. You're funny. You're a funny guy.
I'm not trying to be sarcastic. I would literally like them to see you guys
smiling
to never give up.
Here.
I mean, I'm not smiling from ear to. I am certainly smiling. I'm not smiling from ear to ear. I do want to see. Team Jesse is not without its top performers. Team Jesse is completely capable of pulling out some W's, if not pulling out the ultimate W. So
this guy.
I'm not joking. I honestly, there's still a lot of battles that need to be played for sure. So I'm very curious to see the rest of the tournament. We'll be doing a showcase of those battles after the fact. Looking at the calendar here, next Tuesday I think is going to be our Battle Science After Dark recording. We'll have a Battle Science podcast on the 15th. We'll probably end up doing the Battle Showcase on the 22nd. Looking at timing. Jesse, does that sound about right for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Probably end up doing it on the 22nd. Timing-wise, that should work out no problem. I'll probably put out a tweet with some graphic stuff to say that's when we're doing it here in the next week or so.
One thing we've been having our participants do is obviously people can't get together right now and we can't really do live streams of people playing it. So what they're doing is they're recording their matches and then re-uploading them to us so that we can view them and make a video or something out of it. But if you want to see a couple of the live matches, one of our participants, Christadude, will be doing a live stream this Saturday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m.-ish, where he is going to kick everyone on Team Steven's butt.
So Saturday, December 5th, starting around 1, I believe. And Jamar's throwing in some laughs. There you go. Let's see.
But yeah, so if they want to check out some of the live recordings of it, Christadude, his Twitch tag is twitch.tv/ChrisDadude13.
We'll put out tweets or tweet with info, and we'll probably, I think we already automatically host his streams, I think.
So you could also just tune into our regular Twitch channel.
I believe so. All right, let's see. Let's get into the core of everything then. We certainly do have a lot of
other thing.
We certainly have a lot of other stuff, like on screen right now. Go Beyond Go beyond levels 40. Go bay 40 on levels.
Please stop.
How do you read this? I don't know. It's the one weird thing about lettering and stuff. Okay, so it was teased before the announcement came out, literally the day after we had recorded the podcast.
Like always.
Like usually. We'll get into some of the details here shortly, but that's going to be one of our core news roundup topics today is how does that level 41 plus work and affect the rest of the game. But to get a little bit of just basic house cleaning out of the way, updates to the temporary bonuses. Jesse, I don't know if you noticed the temporary bonuses for, let's see, the special bonuses.
And berries, right?
1.5 as many gifts, no walking requirement for Go Battle League, boosted damage for trainers battling in remote late raids, 2 times incense effectiveness, and Buddy will bring you more items more often. These updates are now available until, let's see,
June the nav of next year.
Yes. Let me
That's
find
6
the
months.
right. Yeah. Let me find following game Thursday. At a minimum through June 2021. So in game right now, it's telling me 210 days and 13 hours. I looked at that I looked at that a little while ago and was like, I don't remember it saying 200 plus days before. But I guess they put out an update that's saying the incense effectiveness will be increased. It will go back to before what initially it was during the pandemic. The Pokemon Go pandemic response was the Buddy will now bring you more gifts each day, up to 5 gifts at once and up to 3 times a day. So you'll be getting gifts to send out via your Buddy there. The following bonuses will continue: incubator distance reduction, trade distance, let me say that back. Look out for the following bonuses to show up during select upcoming events, making sure they have components that can safely be played regardless of your situation. Incubator distance reduction, trade distance increases, 1 Pokecoin bundles, and more. So those will be reoccurring in upcoming events.
Yep.
So those COVID pandemic response features that people were very, very worried about, I believe 4 weeks ago or so, people were saying, hey, why is this going away? This is,
COVID's not gone.
COVID's not gone. Well, COVID's back in a mean way. Well, COVID never left. The spike has gone up drastically. We're looking at numbers that are akin to the first 2 months of the pandemic, and we're 10 months in or so. So these temporary bonuses are coming back.
Much appreciated.
Much appreciated. The egg distance I'd love to see reduced permanently, but or at least more consistently until June rather than just being event locked, but beggars can't be choosers. Celebrate the end of 2020 with December events. I was looking through this and I was like, I'm pretty sure we talked about this earlier, but we haven't because there's a couple of pieces of information in here that I do not remember reading before. So, Mega Raids beginning today, December 1st. Mega Blastoise, Mega Charizard Y, Mega Pidgeot, and Mega Houndoom will be leaving Mega Raids. Following that, Mega Raids will be featuring Mega Charizard X, Mega Gengar, and Mega Abomasnow. So that started today. Research Breakthrough Encounter from Tuesday, December 1st to Friday, January 1st. And that start and ends at 1 p.m. PST. Do not forget. Not at like midnight at 1 o'clock. Trainers will have a chance of encountering either a Lapras or Unovan Darumaka in Research Breakthrough Encounters, and catching either will reward bonus XP. As a part of the next 30-ish days, having just oodles and oodles of XP, of bonus XP to help people get to level 40, there will be more XP. Well, I mean, I'll need it for getting to level 41, but I'm already at level 40, so I don't have to worry. Actually, let me do a little check to see how much do I need. I am at 5,982,780 out of 6 million. So I need 8,000? No, 7,000? 7,000 and change XP? No. 1,700. No, 17,000. Numbers. I can't. It's Pokemon Spotlight Hours. In the month of December, Pokemon Spotlight Hour will take place every Tuesday at 6 p.m., which is no different than every other month for the last 6 months. How long have we been doing Spotlight Hours? A little while at this point. No, we had Spotlight Hours before the pandemic. Have we been having these for about a year now? Jesse? Did I drop? Jesse?
I forgot I muted myself to drink some water. I'm sorry.
No worries. We've been having Spotlight Hours for a while, haven't we?
Hey, I said it was probably about a year to this date, yeah.
Because we had, like, Onyx way back in the day.
Yep.
Actually, speaking of, I can look at Onyx and look at the...
Find out when you got it.
Yeah, there's a really good, the rank 9 caught in Issaquah 2/4/2020. So...
That was February.
So, yeah, we've been having them for 10 months.
Yep.
So, that's impressive. Let's see. So, Tuesday, December 5th, if you're listening to this in podcast form, a little too late, but Seal will be in the Spotlight Hour. You'll earn twice the XP for evolving Pokemon. Tuesday, December 8th, Swinub will be in the Spotlight, and you'll earn twice the Stardust for catching Pokemon. Tuesday, December 15th, a surprise Pokemon will be in the Spotlight, and you'll earn twice the candy for catching Pokemon.
That's the next podcast episode recording.
Yeah, I wonder if that's going to be a newly released Pokemon. Tuesday, December 22nd, Snow
You want
Run.
to hear my thoughts on it?
You
want to hear my thoughts on it?
A surprise Pokemon?
Yeah.
Sure.
I think it's going to be Deerling.
That might...
We're getting the new introduction to seasons and stuff.
That might make sense.
And it's fairly new.
Let's see. Tuesday, December 22nd, Snorunt will be in the Spotlight. I will want to catch those. You'll earn twice the candy and transferring Pokemon. I will want to do that. So that's on the day that we're doing the shoot. All right, we might be
What
moving.
A coincidence.
Do we move the stream to Monday? Because I don't have a good Frostlass at all. Lured Up said it would be a hat Pikachu. I would not be surprised, but I would also be disappointed.
Maybe we should do the draft on that day.
Oh, is it going to be a hat Pikachu because they're doing... Did they already do all of the different types of hats for Pikachu? Because didn't they say they were going to do all of the different types of hats as a... If Lured Up said it was a hat Pikachu, they have the ins with Niantic. It's probably confirmed that it's a hat Pikachu. Take it with the tiniest grain of salt because I'm not hearing this directly from them. Eric is letting me know via the chat. So, but if they said it was going to be a hat Pikachu, they have the contacts with Niantic. So I would not be surprised if that is official.
Or maybe it was in jest, but who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. All right. December 29th, Snover will be in the Spotlight, and you'll earn twice the XP for evolving Pokemon. Double Catch XP bonus ends Thursday, December 31st, 2020 at 11:59 p.m. local time.
I want to make a quick point of note. This is the first month I think we've had 5 Spotlight Hours.
I think that's just how it works out with Tuesdays.
Yeah, but just interesting note.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Wow. It's a lot of Tuesdays. Let's see. As a part of our huge Go Beyond update in December, we'll be increasing the level cap to 50. To help trainers level up during this time, a Double Catch XP bonus has been live since Wednesday, November 18th at 1 p.m., and it'll stay in effect until Thursday, December 31st, 2020 at 11:59 p.m. local time. More exciting feature updates. Managing your Pokemon is about to become much easier with the introduction of Pokemon tagging and other general search updates. Pokemon tagging will allow you to create different colored tags, apply them to Pokemon, and use them to filter Pokemon in your collection. The Pokemon search function will also be updated to allow for enhanced usability. When you tap into the search bar, a new screen will appear with recommended search terms such as Pokemon type, region, buddy level, shiny, and more.
It's going to be nice for PvP for sure.
Oh yeah, being able to
Mark your PvP Pokemon and not have to be like me and nickname them something weird so you can quickly search for them.
Oh yeah.
How's it going, Randall?
Randall has arrived. Let's see. That is the end of the December events. What is my next article here? The season of celebration starts now. Jesse was making a comment about seasons. These are things. Let's see what all info here. As the world outside rotates, I'm going to quote the article here. As the world outside rotates through winter, spring, summer, and autumn, the world of Pokemon Go will change with the seasons. We're excited to announce the first Pokemon Go season has begun, the season of celebration. You can learn more about Pokemon Go seasons here. Let me see what info you have. Go beyond seasons. Did we talk about this last time? When was this posted? November 18th? This would have been the day after the last podcast, so no, we didn't. All right.
So much happened.
Yeah. Let's see. Alrighty. Do we talk about
Could just kind of highlight it. Basically,
this?
They have started adding in seasonal events based on either it's northern or southern hemisphere, right?
Yes. So southern hemisphere is in summer. Northern hemisphere is currently in winter. Technically, although I want to say winter. Technically, the winter doesn't start until like mid-December, which is always bizarre. Let me do a Google.
But these seasonal things are going to make it so that you find things more appropriate to that time of year. Not everybody's just seeing things at random, and the game isn't going to be so reliant on just weather. The actual spawns will be a little bit more varied and akin to what season you're in. Like, one thing that I could kind of equate this to was, for the longest time back when the game first came out and Teddy Ursa and Weedles were first coming out. I know Weedle came out first, but during the fall, I want to say late August until late October, things that you would expect to see in fall type weather started spawning. One example was whenever we hit fall, we always saw Teddy Ursa replace things like Rattata and Sentret. And then you start having more things like Murkrow or Ghastly once it got closer to Halloween spawning. But there's always been some kind of subtle, like, change to the spawns based on the time of the year. But I think this is going to help them be able to more control specifically what's spawning during that season. So you're not like in the middle of summer and see Snover, but at the same time, you potentially could. It's still a random number generated spawn.
Yeah. So the first official day of winter is the winter solstice, which is on December 21st.
Mm-hmm.
So we won't see the official start of winter isn't until mid-December, which I've always found weird.
Yeah.
But like mentally, winter starts around November. But I think that's just holiday season, the way that stuff works.
Yeah.
Let's see. The big thing that I want to know is the duration of the seasons. Is it 3 months? Do they make a reference as to... It does not say what the end of the season will be, which is, I don't know, really helpful.
I think that kind of leaves it open for them to decide when they think it's appropriate.
I imagine it's going to be every 3 months or so. They'll do it with the seasonal changes.
Quarterly.
Yeah, in a quarterly format, which probably just makes sense.
Yeah. Just keep it a little bit more interesting.
The in-game says 89 days and 13 hours remaining. That makes sense. That would give it...
So then, yeah, about 3 months.
3 months, yeah. Which is about, I believe, a lot of other seasons in, video games run in the same format. So that makes sense. Let's see.
That works from a competitive standpoint, too.
3 months. As far as the Go Battle League season?
They could integrate that somehow.
1 month for each.
Each month is a different season, but then you have an overall ranking for that season, so to speak. They probably have to call it something different.
Technically, they have 4 because the final chunk would have all three.
A rerun or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see.
It is
There's the
great.
day.
It really is cool.
There it is. The season of celebration will run from Tuesday, December 1st to Monday, March 1st, 2021 at 8 a.m. local time.
Okay.
Here's what you can look forward to. During this season, you can expect to participate in a series of in-game events celebrating different regions of the Pokemon world, including Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, Unova, and Kalos. Kalos. That's Gen 6, everybody. During this season, trainers can expect to see different Pokemon in the wild more often. In addition, you can expect to see different Pokemon appearing in the wild depending on which hemisphere you're in. Take a breath.
It's a lot of words.
Different Pokemon will be hatching from eggs. Yay. Growlithe and Wingull will be hatching from 2K eggs, and Baltoy and Ducklet will be hatching from 5K eggs. Jinx will be having from 5K eggs you receive from Adventure Sync rewards instead of Ducklet. Seal, Aeron, and Elgem will no longer be hatching from eggs. Pokemon appearing more often in the Northern Hemisphere this season include Alolan Sandshrew, Alolan Vulpix, Seal, Lapras, Teddiursa, Winter Form Deerling, and more. Pokemon appearing...
I love and more.
And more? My favorite species of Pokemon. And more. Pokemon appearing more often in the Southern Hemisphere this season include Growlithe, Shuckle, Electrike, Burmy, Darumaka, Summer Form Deerling, and more. Mega Charizard X, Mega Gengar, and Mega Abomasnow will be the only Pokemon appearing in Mega Raids throughout December. Different Mega Evolved Pokemon will be appearing in Mega Raids in the new year, so keep a lookout. Mega Charizard X will be more powerful during the first half of December. Other Mega Evolved Pokemon may become more powerful at different times throughout the season of celebration, so stay tuned for updates. That's not all. Here are some other events you can expect to happen during the season. December Community Day. As we say goodbye to 2020, let's take a look back on the community days we shared together. This year, our final Community Day event will be held on Saturday, December 12th, and Sunday, December 13th, 2020. Throughout the event, Pokemon featured in Community Days events throughout 2019 and 2020 will be appearing more frequently in the wild and in raids. So this event will be a great time for you to catch Pokemon featured in any Community Day events you may have missed. Stay tuned for more. Yep, stay tuned for more details soon. I want to say the one caveat to Joey's cool redeemed hydrate. Drinks more.
I got you.
All right. I believe the caveat to this is, or sort of caveat, the additional detail that we already have, even though it hasn't been officially released by Niantic. Niantic support did put out that only Pokemon that had a Community Day in 2020 will have its Community Day Pokemon or Community Day move available during the evolutions over the course of the December Community Day rerun event. That is
we got another hydrate.
Do we get another one? Oh boy, here we go.
Hang on, I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom before
I did remove the dehydrate. I thought it was not necessarily in the correct spirit of the Battle Science podcast being family friendly to be drinking an alcoholic beverage is probably
that might be for the After Dark episode.
Well, the After Dark episode we actually don't even record live, so
that's right.
Yeah, so find a way. Maybe we make it's adult water. Hey, Sir Maximus, what's up? We might find a way to, I don't know, create a drinking game or something. Maybe
I like that adult water.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we find some way to figure out how many drinks we have to take during a Battle Science After Dark episode or something. Yeah. Jeez. I don't know.
But I don't really so people that are looking forward to community days, I guess in this case for this coming month, kind of sucks that you can only get Pokemon's moves that are featured during this window.
So the context to that, or the reasoning that people are believing, is that it's giving a reason for elite TMs to exist. That any Pokemon, like the starters, the one that sticks out of my brain is, even though it's not the best move, is Mareep Community Day. So Mareeps will be spawning during this, or no, was Mareep in 2018?
Yep.
Okay, so then Mareep won't even spawn in this. What's a 2019 community day?
I'm gonna pull it up because our great friend Thinks Cats Can Eat posted it earlier.
Okay. So Mudkip, Trapinch. We're getting a couple recommendations here, and so Trapinch is a good one. So Trapinch will be spawning during Community Day in December, this December. Vibrava evolved into Flygon will not learn Earth Power because it was a 2019 Community Day. Only Pokemon that had a Community Day, only Pokemon with a Community Day move from 2020 will get that Community Day move upon evolution in December. Which
Taking a minute to find it. Hold on.
sucks. For things like Venusaur with Frenzy Plant that is still relevant, you have to Elite TM it, which, I don't know, kind of, thumbs up to me that used an Elite TM already to get a Frenzy Plant, a good Venusaur Frenzy Plant, so I don't feel as completely and totally gypped, but that's probably just going to happen anyway. Is that rain?
It might be.
I'm hearing it like clink off of the cap on my chimney, I think. Let's see. All right, so December Community Day, we'll have more information. I'm sure we'll have more information by the next podcast, although this is on the 12th, and it actually is happening in between the two podcasts. It's happening on the 12th and 13th, so we will not be covering any additional information on that on the podcast. I'm sure we'll tweet it out. We'll tweet out some info. I'm sure the usual infographic makers will have some nice graphics out there. We'll retweet those. We'll talk about that on the Discord. Let's see. There better be a really good Elite TM box for Community Day. That's actually an interesting question Eric brings up in the chat. How will the Community Day box look like when all of these Pokemon are showing up? Will the box
might
contain...
look like spam in chat, but I'm willing to do it for science.
Right. Oh, here we go. I'm curious to see... That was 2019? Okay. I'm very curious to see if the box doesn't contain both an Elite Charge TM and an Elite Fast TM. Maybe there's one per day. That would make sense. It would also be something like $12, $11-12 per. So, I don't know. Does that make me happy? No. Is there really anything that would make me happy there? I don't know. Maybe the dollar research gave you an Elite TM, Elite each TM.
I think they have the last couple of times.
$50 box for 2 charge and 1 fast. Jiggly Dad, are you making that up, or are you looking at did the Pokeminers put out info on that? Because I don't like that.
I think he's joking. I hope he's joking.
A $50 box. I mean, so we're getting the seasons. So the one thing that I've talked about in the past is the season pass model of video games. So Fortnite season pass, Destiny season pass, your games as a service having season passes. Pokemon Go now has seasons. Huh?
Kind of like what Xbox does with their Game Pass.
Game Pass is not the same. It is technically a subscription model, but it contains games that primarily don't go away. So like realistically, there isn't much of it's not a 1-to-1 there.
Okay.
It's Game Pass is more of like a Netflix subscription. Season pass is more of, how do I describe it? I've talked about it in the past. It's basically in its base form, Hydrate from Randall. In its base form, it is like a level 0 to 100 level up system of doing activities to get XP to level up. And at different levels, you get different items. So what could be happening here, double hydrate. That's 1. That's 2. Goodness gracious, we need to do this more for like all of my adulting stuff. I should add one of like, vacuum the floor. In the middle of a podcast, someone has like 10,000, does a 10,000 channel points redeem. I have to vacuum my floor.
I don't know if I'd want to listen to that for 10 minutes.
I don't think it makes sense, but it would be interesting considering we have a Jiggly Dad redeemed pickup dog poop.
If you had seen his backyard, you would know how much of it needs that submission.
If I could bring the mic with me and do it, maybe. Also, it's really dark outside, so that would be like, I don't know, deactivating a mine in the middle of the night. It's not exactly the best idea. Landmine City, exactly. I mean, but hey, the channel points are working. People are telling us to drink water, so
so think of a couple new ones. We need to start thinking of some new ones.
We could think of a couple of new ones. I do have a whole lot of Pokemon that need nicknames, but unfortunately in the podcast I'm not able to show you what Pokemon need nicknames now, so all right. Go Battle League Season 6, we'll talk about that in more detail here shortly, but the Go Battle League ranking will upgrade from 10 to 24. I believe actually we talked about... No, we did bring this up in a previous podcast. It had been data mined and more or less confirmed in an interview, but we did say at that point that we were going to take it with a grain of salt because it was not confirmed entirely by Niantic. It was, I believe, an Ars Technica... Was it an Ars Technica article, I believe? Or interview? So... Season 6 has already begun. Season 6 has already begun. Kalos celebration event from Wednesday, December 2nd. That is tomorrow. To Tuesday, December 8th p.m. 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Pokemon originally discovered in the Kalos region will be appearing in the wild, hatching from eggs, and appearing in raids for the first time. You can also look forward to exclusive field research and timed research during this event. Stay tuned for more details soon. More coming soon. Even more fun winter and holiday-themed events will be tapping their way towards you soon. Stay tuned for details. That is referring to the Holiday Cup, I believe, for Go Battle League. And we'll talk about that here right now because that is the next article we're talking about. Let's see here. As previously mentioned, the introduction of seasons also brings exciting changes to Go Battle League. The Go Battle League will expand from 10 to 24 ranks, and the top 4 ranks will have all new names and corresponding badges. The expanded ranks will be accompanied by a totally new reward structure, which gives trainers more opportunities to earn exclusive rewards through ranking up. Tell me about those move changes. Oh, wait. Yeah. I am also sad, Jiggly Dad. I imagine we're going to see something mid-season, maybe right before the Holiday Cup. We'll see. We'll just have to sort of wait. All right, where am I going? Go Battle League seasons will occur in tandem with the overarching seasons and will rotate formats over the same 3-month period. Season 6 of the Go Battle League will take place during the Season of Celebration. Season 5 rewards, Season 6 timeline, and what to expect. When Season 6 begins on Monday, November 30th, already begun. Your end of season rewards.
I was talking for the last 10 minutes and didn't realize my mic was off.
How do you keep muting your mic?
I go into Discord and do it. I'll make sure I don't next time.
What did you want to bring up?
Nothing. I was just laughing along with what Jiggly Dad was saying. Just agreeing. But the one thing I did mention was I might have missed something. What's the move reference? I know that they mentioned they were going to add new moves.
They were gonna they made a mention about doing some sort of move update, but they have not done anything yet.
Okay.
And usually the move updates correspond with
the season.
And the season started yesterday. So
okay. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything.
One of the employees forgot to do their homework. I wouldn't surprise me if there's delays due to COVID or something. It literally, like, honestly, if they wanted to just explain a lot of delays, just say, yeah, we're working on it, COVID, I would honestly, I wouldn't go after them. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
have no. Yeah, I'm a reasonable person, and I will not attack them if they just used the excuse. Oh, it's COVID. Sorry. Like I can't. I'm a reasonable person. I'm not going to attack them for that. Let's see. Great League will run from November 30th to December 14th. So we'll have 2 weeks. I want to say this is like it was before. 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, and then all 3 leagues will run from January 4th to January 11th. Wait, hold on. Season 6 will be on a Monday. Hold on. Does season 6... Okay, more details on the second half of season 6 later. So season 6 goes through all 3 before the end of the season. I'm a reasonable person.
All 3 cups, yeah.
Is COVID a new move? It ends the game. It charges you $5 and closes the game.
What a great experience.
What a fantastic. That's a dig. I'm sorry. That doesn't even make sense either. All right. So this isn't even the full info of season 6. So we're looking at only the first half here. Late charge TM if you're, let's see, that's season 5. Again, these dates are tentative because we've seen game-breaking bugs that have paused a Go Battle League season for a month plus in the past. So
yeah, but those were bad.
Yeah, that was some terrible bugs. I mean, no telling. We might see another game-breaking bug again. There might actually be a bug in the game right now. Like I'm not saying I know what the bug is because I don't. There might be a bug in the game. I'm not winning, dude. I played 2 or 3 matches in season 5 because a piece of research required battles. That was it. I didn't even complete a full set in season 5.
I'm just giving you guff.
I have an exploit that makes me die with energy.
Ouch.
I was listening. I don't remember if it was a stream 2 nights ago. I think Jiggly Dad was talking about that. Yeah, I hate when that happens. Especially hate when that happens in a self tournament because that's where it actually matters. That's where I actually kind of care. All right. Does any of this? This is just a whole bunch block of text. Go read this text. Numbers of ranks have increased. There's particular ratings. Progress through ranks 1 through 20 by participating in battles and securing wins. That's kind of the big point. Ranks 1 through 20 now are just participate, basically. Ranks 21 through 24 are ace, veteran, expert, and legend. That's where your ELO is going to matter. Rank reward system has been updated. Up to rank 5, rewards will be mystery items. Up to rank 10 or after? Maybe after.
I think you have to hit that rank, and then those are the rewards.
So rank 5,
the next one.
Mystery items. Rank 10, Stardust. Rank 15, Rare Candy. Rank 19, rewards will be Pokemon encounters. Additional Stardust bonuses for a limited time during the Master League, its Premier Cup, Master League Classic, and Holiday Cup from Monday, December 28th to Monday, January 4th. You'll earn twice the Stardust for winning battles and completing battle sets. So that will be helpful. Pikachu Libre avatar item will be a reward for trainers who reach rank 10. Oh, well, you just have to participate to get to rank 10. So Pikachu Libre is literally getting easier. It still hasn't switched. It has still not been removed as a research or as a reward for GBL. I'm going to allow it. Just a heads up, Jiggly Dad, we try and keep it PG with the language in both podcast form and in chat. So we can try and keep it family friendly. I will allow the swear this once. Nothing against. I totally understand.
The feelings behind it, yeah.
Yeah. The let's see. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's 3 months of potential ELO changes in the middle of the 3 3 months of potential ELO changes in the middle of the season. We'll just have to wait and see. Alrighty, let's see. So Pikachu Libre avatar items will be a reward for Pikachu Libre avatar items will be a reward for trainers who reach rank 10. Trainers who reach legend rank will earn avatar items and a pose inspired by N, who made his first appearance in Pokemon Black and White. Pokemon you'll encounter will be inspired by N's seasonal teams in Pokemon Black and White. Additionally, players who reach rank 20 can encounter the legendary Pokemon that is available to battle in 5-star raids at the time. Let's see. Rank 16 is Chespin. Reach rank 17 is Fennekin. Reach rank 18 and it's Froakie. Rank 20, a surprise Pokemon during the second half of Season 6. Cool, surprise. Legend rank, you will be guaranteed an encounter with Pikachu Libre. So you literally have to do more work than in previous systems to get the same reward.
Hey, Steven, remember that thing you mentioned a couple episodes back, how they said they were going to put it at a lower rank?
They said they would put it at a lower rank, and
Guess what? It's now at a lower rank.
No. This is an encounter with the Pokemon Pikachu Libre. This is a higher rank. Before it was at rank 10. This is rank 24. Do you know how ridiculous this is? This is dumb. This is really dumb.
Your Pikachu dreams just got further away.
I need to get a billboard with the quote from Niantic from their blog from season 1 or season 2 or wherever they put out Pikachu Libre and said, they literally said it would be coming down in a lower tier reward. The only saving grace, the literally only saving grace is that Pikachu Libre does not matter in literally anything. There has been no meta, there has been no reason for Pikachu Libre to be relevant other than having it.
So how hard do you think people would try if they put it shiny as like the next season reward?
I don't think. I mean, some people would care. I don't. I wouldn't. I still wouldn't grind for it.
There's obviously people that are going to naturally get it anyway.
Right. But there's no reason for me to go above and beyond what I'm doing for the small percentage of a shiny Pikachu Libre. There's no reason for it. I don't understand this. Bataram, I don't need it. I don't need you to trade it. The problem with that is that it's a special Pokemon. That trade is going to be an astronomical amount of Stardust. I don't need it.
I mean, it's not as much because it's not shiny, but...
Right. I mean, but it's still a limited Pokemon that I don't have in the decks. It's going to require a bunch of Stardust.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to worry about it. I might get it eventually, but at this point, like, what the actual... What?
Yeah, that'd be one of those fun things when they do like an ask the developer kind of thing.
An AMA or something. They probably won't ask it. Shiny Lucario hat Pikachu. Thumbs up, Randall. Way to go. You'll be able to enjoy new Go Battle League Cups. Holiday Cup will run from Monday, December 28th to Monday, January 4th. 15. Great League feature normal grass, electric, ice, flying, and ghost types. So Frostlass. Again,
you'd say that, but I think you'd be surprised if we take a look at it later.
Okay,
when we get to it,
we might, maybe next episode, because that doesn't start until the 28th.
Okay.
Attack updates coming soon. Attack updates are coming. Stay tuned. We'll announce those changes in this blog post. So that will happen at some point. Season 6 has already started. So high fives, everybody. Let's grind.
Do you think
they're
waiting till they release the what's the new region we're on? I forgot the name already. Kalos? Do you think they're waiting till they drop the Kalos Pokemon to put out the move change?
Tomorrow? That would make some sense, maybe?
Because they'll want to see how they perform, I think, first, and then they might dial back stuff.
That's never been what they've done before. That's too much thought for Niantic. I don't think that would happen.
Oof.
Honestly, they'll push Kalos Pokemon live. They'll push an update live at the same time,
and
then roll back moves to make them legacy on certain Pokemon as things happen. That's my thought.
Chicotet.
Yeah, the end poses. What does this pose even look like? What even?
The
Okay.
end pose?
Yeah, the end pose is interesting. I can't. I could zoom in, but I don't want to.
Basically, it's like a power T pose, but the T is down a little bit.
It's a lowercase T pose.
There you go. That's a good analogy.
Lukewarm T pose. All right. So we have, let me see,
A less powerful T.
a less powerful T. I mean, but the T pose is there to assert dominance. So this is like, yeah. Another hydrate. Thanks, Randall.
Ah, jeez.
Not joking at all. Thank you for. If you're doing a podcast, you really don't want to either go in dehydrated or be dehydrated partway through.
That's fair.
Because your throat gets sore and then it just gets hard to talk and stuff. So.
You sound like what's her name saying Mike Wazowski.
You have a bad. You start to have a bad time. Let's see. Celebrate the arrival of Pokemon originally discovered in Kalos with a special event. Or an event. None of these are. I need a redemption to stop drinking Mio. I mean, I don't know what Mio's sugar content is, Jiggly Dad. So, like, realistically, I don't think it's all that bad. Unless you're literally drinking the syrup straight from the bottle. 0 sugar? Okay. You didn't file your paperwork, Niantic. Don't forget to file your TPS reports, Froakie.
Read the rest of the next paragraph in that voice.
Trainers. Pokemon originally discovered in Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, Unova, Alola, and Galar have appeared in Pokemon Go.
What have I done?
And starting today, Pokemon originally discovered in Kalos, the region where Mega Evolution was first discovered, will also be appearing in the world of Pokemon Go.
I'm going to give you a hydrate after that one.
To celebrate their arrival, you'll be able to take part in a special event. That actually isn't all that bad to the throat, so. Constipated Froakie confirmed.
What is going on?
I mean, the eyes are like the lines. You could just sort of, I don't know, just a cringe Froakie. You've created
I bet that's out there. I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, if there's the Pelipper with the toilet bowl for a beak, which I hate you for. I hate you, Jesse. I imagine there's like a cringe Froakie. All right, Wednesday, December 2nd to Tuesday, December 8th. We'll have this Kalos event. Chespin, Fennekin, Froakie, Bunnelby, Fletchling, Litleo, and Noibat will be appearing more frequently in the wild. Wait, Noibat? Isn't Noibat one of the
pseudo-legendary dragon?
It's a pseudo-legendary dragon. How rare is that going to be? Because if this is a common spawn, I need to find somebody and smack him. Because Axew is technically in the game, but it does not exist. Axew does not exist. This is a bunch of lies. They're saying Noibat's out. Noibat's not going to be findable. You're going to be a lotto ticket winner if you find a Noibat.
You know that's going to be like 2016 all over again when someone saw Snorlax or Charizard.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, but then again, it's going to be COVID, so you won't be able to hear the Noibat. You'll be like,
oh, right.
Like,
gotcha.
Yeah, everyone's wearing masks. It'll sound like Kenny. Yeah, they're in 10K eggs. You know, every single one will be Esper. Bruh, is Shiny Esper gonna come out immediately? Because I want it. Oh, because the blonde Esper. What is it? Is it the evolution of Esper? I don't remember if it's the male or the female. One of them is like a yellow blonde. Gorgeous looking shiny. Fantastic looking shiny. Klefki will be appearing in the wild only in France. So Klefki is a new regional, apparently. So that's interesting. I don't know why keys are in France.
I think it has to do with Kalos, because Kalos is supposed to be based off that.
Noibat used COVID-19. Excuse me. Yeah, Klefki, I mean, if it was the white flag or a guillotine, it would make sense. Sorry, France. Do we even... I
I mean, we have a
apologize.
couple European listeners, but
Okay,
not.
yeah, I was just incredibly insensitive. I do want to apologize.
I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing? I'm the one that said it.
Are you still there? I think I lost the
No,
stream.
I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's there.
I said something incredibly insensitive. France, you're wonderful. There are a lot of jokes, and I should not, what's it called? Further the joke making of France as a country. There are a lot of jokes about America, and I believe most of them are all correct. So, generally speaking, America's not a great place. Our president is also a, God, how old is he? 60, 70-year-old baby? So,
Title here.
the what?
Time research tasks that lead to encounters with Pokemon such as Bunnelby, Fletchling, and then Mega Venusaur and Mega Charizard and Blastoise energy.
Oh, neat. That's good. More mega energy is always helpful.
Especially since they're taking most of those away.
Litleo and Esper will be appearing in 1-star raids. Litleo...
I'm excited for Litleo.
Or Esper is not Chinese, so I will worry about Esper later. God, let me look it up, because that shiny is just gorgeous. So good.
While you're looking that up, there's a last part here. Enjoy the event exclusive field research. Well, that's what I just read.
You just read that. I'll take a look at that later. We've already gone over almost over an hour, and
Bunnelby and Fletchling looking like they're going to be really good competitive Pokemon.
they are also available for... There are almost no bans for
These new ones.
the new Sylph Arena. There are no bans.
Maybe it's just based
Nightfall.
on the fact that they're not going to be... I mean, everyone will have them, but it'll depend if people want to use them or get a good one right away.
Yeah, we'll see how dominant, if any of them get to be dominant.
Mm-hmm.
So, wait, hold on. Was that a Snorlax on my nearby?
Yeah, they're out lurking around.
Nice. That's right. You're like just down the road, so you're probably seeing the same one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. All right. Next bit of news before we get into the meta analysis. So, I guess actually this is like right in between.
Okay. It's already there. For the Sylph Nightfall Cup, Chestnut is ranked 63.
Oh, nice.
So they're not the best, but... Okay, it's actually my first time getting a chance to look at their move pool. That's actually pretty impressive on Chestnut.
We'll take a look at that here shortly.
Yeah, for sure. I just was curious because PV Poke always breaking their back for us players to know the knowledge as soon as possible.
Jiggly Dad asks, can either of you tell me about the male-female distinctions beyond appearance on Pyroar? Do they function differently in the main series?
Nope, stats are exactly the same. Just appearance.
Just an appearance thing. Is it the same thing with Esper?
Yeah.
Okay. It's just literally a complete
Just an appearance change.
distinction. Okay. That's nice, I guess?
I mean, it's somewhat similar to the Nidos, but I think they have a bit of a stat difference. Plus, their move pool's a bit more different.
The female does learn different moves. Okay.
Does it? Okay. I never got into using Pyroar in the games.
If it's okay, Eric is saying the male Pyroar knows Ember, whereas female doesn't. That is not a big enough move change for anything to matter. Until well, Ember is
not what it knows.
Until Ember is either buffed or stays the same, Ember is not something to change one from the other.
Yeah, it appears like their stats are the same.
For Esper, the female learned Shadow Ball. Okay.
So it's all move-based evolutions.
So it's just a difference in move pool. Stats are all the same. Interesting.
That's a really nice way to approach it, to be honest.
I guess so. And Charm. Oh, okay.
So maybe one does perform based on its move pool a little bit better.
That would, yeah. You then have to keep an eye out for the male versus female, which I believe when you catch a Pokemon, you don't see if it's male or female. You have to, when you're catching a Pokemon. After you have caught it, it will show, but as you're catching it, doesn't say. So
TV Poke is listing Pyroar as just general Pyroar, and the moves options are Ember, Fire Fang, Takedown, Flame Charge, Overheat, Dark Pulse, and Solar Beam.
Huh. All
And
right.
what's Esper's evolution again?
Indeedee, I think.
No, that's
No,
that's
different one.
that's the new one.
Okay. I don't know.
I'm sure Meowstic. That's what it was. Thank you.
Meowstic. Okay. Thank you. Unless they look different. They do. I believe Esper's doesn't look different. Esper's default form doesn't. The evolutions Meowstics do. There is a pretty big distinction between the two Meowstics.
All right, so Meowstic female overall Great League is rank 453, and for male it is 462. The difference in moves are female has Confusion Charm, whereas male has Confusion Sucker Punch, and female has Psychic Shadow Ball Energy Ball, whereas male has Psychic Thunderbolt Energy Ball. So Thunderbolt versus Shadow Ball, and that's Charm versus Sucker Punch, which is not as good as Charm. But in the right situations, every Pokemon has their unique scenario where they're good and what they're used for.
Yeah.
Interesting note that a lot of Psychic types get Charm.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a pretty limited move so far, I feel like. So giving it to more Pokemon's not surprising.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's see. So before we get into the meta analysis, let's talk about level 50, both as a trainer and as Pokemon. So the most important, so relevant, honestly, besides everything we were talking about last episode about trainer level going to level 50 was just about correct. We were talking that it would require XP or like challenges to complete to get to each level, so you'll have to do particular activities or whatever. So it's like additional research to get to level 41 and beyond. That's not surprising at all.
No.
We basically guessed that and got it right. A lot of other people were talking about it too, so we're not necessarily, I wouldn't credit us as
most
geniuses
sense
or
from
anything.
their perspective.
Yeah. So the biggest thing, honestly, I'll honestly just disregard leveling up beyond level 40. Get to level 40, you don't necessarily have to worry about getting to level 41 plus. Where Pokemon are concerned, that's where things get interesting. And we were talking about using some sort of XL candy, some sort of enhanced item to level up beyond level 40. Turns out that's almost exactly how that works. The biggest caveat here is to get a Pokemon to level 50, you do not have to be level 50. You can be level 40 and get a Pokemon to level 50. What does matter is the XL candy. XL candy can be obtained randomly from catch, hatch, transfer, and trade. And I think there might be one other basic activity.
Buddy.
Can you get it from your buddy?
I think so. I've gotten a bunch of Magikarp.
Let's see. Catching, trading, hatching, transferring, converting regular candy to XL candy. I think
trading was one. Did you mention trading?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe it was transferring.
So converting regular candy to XL candy at a rate of 100 regular candy per single XL candy. So that is where Community Day, going ham, catching as many Pokemon as possible can be helpful because you'll just get a ton of candy, which you can then transfer into XL candy. So let me double check who was saying, I believe,
for the conversion rate.
The conversion rate.
To power up to level 50, most of them need 300 XL candy.
conversion of regular candy 100-to-1 ratio. JMR in our Discord was saying would require 29,000 regular candy to convert enough for 140 to 50 mon, approximately. Trading wasn't working at the moment for XL candy. Well, that's a disappointment, but it does say here, so at some point it will work. I don't know. I guess I'm I am not shocked at all that something isn't working when they're releasing an update.
Oof.
So getting a Pokemon from level 40 to level 50 still requires Stardust, and I actually don't have those details as far as the amount of Stardust between 40 and 50. Still requires a bunch of Stardust, but it also requires an absolutely truckload of regular candy.
So what I'm hearing is someone's going to be flying around a huge level 50 Pidgeot.
What? What do you mean?
People, think of all your comment spawns. Those are going to be the ones that people will probably use them on.
Maybe I don't see that as making a whole lot. So it's just like maxing out a Pokemon to level 40. It requires an incredible amount of resources, which means getting a Pokemon from level 40 to 50 is something you really have to want to do because of the resources that go in.
Yeah. So it's got to be something that either is something you use for PvE a lot, or something that is one of your favorite Pokemon and you just have boodles of candy of that Pokemon anyways.
Yeah. So the one interesting thing is Silpharina, as of right now, has banned absolutely nothing for Nightfall. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just making people aware. Level 50 Pokemon are eligible. Kalos region Pokemon are eligible. Shadows are eligible. Legendaries and Mythics are all eligible within Nightfall Cup right now. So if I get ahead of myself here and I go over to PvPoke and we're looking at the Nightfall Cup, Frostlass is number 1. Medicham XL is number 2. Medicham XL has solid wins against a lot of things and wins against, I don't want to say realistically it shouldn't have wins against Victory Bell and Venusaur. Realistically, with an Ice Punch, it should be pretty solid. Almost loses to Gallade, or loses about to Gallade, loses about to Articuno. So Medicham XL, a level 50, theoretically a level 50 Medicham, has fantastic win rates. So it is ranked 2 in PvPoke. The standard Medicham is ranked 24 in PvPoke. So that's a jump. That is a battle rating from its regular is an 87.6. I'm just spouting numbers at this point, to a 92.6 with 10 levels. So you're looking at a absolute bonkers. Hold on. Does a level 50 stack with the best buddy? Level 0.5 or 1? You can get to level 51. That's, more work than I'm ever going to put in, but, to each their own.
So it sounds like to me, if people are really intent on using certain Pokemon, they're going to be out hunting for their candy a lot.
Yeah. So the saving grace is you have a random chance on trade, catch, hatch, and transfer to get an XL candy. That is the biggest saving grace. Thank Arceus for Master League Classic. So Silpharina has not banned level 50 Pokemon. They are eligible for the most part, unless you're looking at things like Medicham, Sableye, other things that perform fairly well but max out just shy of Great League. So we might see a rank 50 Azumarill perform incredibly well. Rank 50 or level 50 Lickitung ranks up here pretty high. I honestly, like, the resources to get a level 50 Lickitung is too high compared to... Show me somebody that is actually willing to spend that, and I will give them, like, a high five or something. Good for you. And that's it.
Pull up King's tweet?
Did King do it already? That doesn't surprise me at all. Like, at all. Of course he would. So rank 22 Lickitung XL. I mean, of all the people, King would do it.
This is going to make it interesting for rankings because people are going to look at that and go, well, how often is that going to be a threat?
Realistically, it should almost never be a threat. The amount of resources to go into a Lickitung XL, like you're spending Stardust and potentially rare candies to get that Lickitung there that could be used on something else. And arguably should be used on something else, because how often are you going to use that level 50 Lickitung? How often are you going to use it?
I mean, it's somebody's favorite Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm just saying in the grand scheme of
that one trainer
PvP,
that has the level 50 Lickitung. Oh Lord.
these rankings will get flipped on their head once Kakuna has usage data from the first week or two. Yeah, we'll see how these power ups. And I don't even know if these Lickitung the XL, is this theoretically a level 50 or is this like a level 45? Like how is this?
Do they average it maybe?
This is okay. The XL is showing it as a level 50. So that's not even taking into consideration. That's not even taking at all any consideration into, okay, I only have enough candy to get it to level 45. So these rankings are betting on level 50 Pokemon.
There you go. Jamar says his wife wants a level 50 Lickitung.
Go for it. Go for it. The old hundos suck comparatively. So Metacham, Sableye, you'll probably see a level 50 Azumarils pretty quickly. What else am I thinking of? Lickitung is one that kind of surprises me, but makes sense because it caps out under. What other things cap out under 1500 that are going to... Delcatty.
Will be so much better.
Wobbuffet will show up. Delcatty, I can almost guarantee you Delcatty is not going to matter. Slowbro. You really gonna use Slowbro? Wobbuffet I can see really benefiting from the level 50.
I'm so excited. That might be something I actually...
The cost is going to be insane. Chansey could... Oh my god, Chansey. Oh my god, Chansey, yes. But again, the cost to get it there is insane. It is
okay.
Insane.
I'm going to take a picture of what it would take right now. Are you ready?
Yes. For what? Wobbuffet?
Yeah, I'll look it up real quick on mine.
Okay.
Because mine is purified too, thanks to you.
So this is like this is my sort of like rant. Hey, Chris, dude. I am currently ranting about the astronomical cost it is to run Pokemon at a level 50. And the chances of someone encountering one being very slim. Candy conversion rate drops significantly. Yeah.
I can get 9 mega candies for him.
You can get 9 mega candies? What does that put you at?
12 mega candies.
12 mega candies. What level does that get your Wobbuffet to?
Let's find out.
Does that get you to level 41 at all? Does it get you even halfway?
I need... Oh, that hurts. That hurts a lot.
Stardust?
No. Stardust is actually really cheap.
Oh, really?
It's only 112,500 to max them out.
To 50?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's still a lot.
The other part that's hard is the candy.
Uh-huh.
I need 272 more.
272 XL candy?
Yeah.
God, that's gross.
I've got 9.
Candy conversion rate drops significantly within 3 months. We're okay. Jiggly Dad brings up a good point. We are probably looking at the same thing with the XL candy that we were seeing with the Mega Energy, that it's just going to drop. The requirement is probably going to drop because that is insane. The conversion is probably going to drop down to 50 to 1, probably. And the shadows. Oh, God. Level 50 shadows are going to be gross. Don't even... no, please. So, I don't know. At this point, I'm just ranting. Like, this is just... It's a cool feature. Do it if you want. It's incredibly expensive. Just in the same...
we need to give it a little bit of time before we see how much of an effect it has. If it's only like a 5 CP difference between level 40 and 45... Sure, it might matter in some matchups, but I don't think it's going to be as drastic as everyone's taking it out to be. We have to wait and give it time to see how it plays out first before we make adjustments.
Yeah, this is a significantly different situation compared to the megas, because when megas came out, it was confirmed that they are not going to be eligible within PvP. They are not eligible within any PvP besides casually playing a direct battle between you and your friend. They're not eligible within Sylph. They're not eligible within GBL. This is a drastic difference in that these are eligible right now within Sylph. Now, there is the little caveat that GBL, there is Master Classic League or Master League Classic, which does not allow for any Pokemon above level 40. So only level 40 and below is eligible within Master or Master League Classic. But there is, I believe, Master Premier League does not have the Classic.
Correct.
So those level 41 plus Pokemon are eligible within GBL. So we will see the effects of this almost immediately. We will probably see some updates to this within the week, or at least some more feedback on it. I have not been as, I don't know,
adamant about doing all of it.
No, I have not been as probably diligent as I should have been looking around like Twitter and stuff about what people's reactions are. Our Discord hasn't really had a whole lot of ups downs as far as like what the level 50 or level 41 plus Pokemon is.
Think that's because all of our people in our Discord are smart and they're like me, and we're going to wait and see how it turns out.
Yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't do much good to speculate on it right away, and I think that's kind of the thing is they wait. You let other people be the scapegoat, if you will.
Let other people test it. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. There's a lot of. Okay, here we go. Level 41 requires 10 XL candy. Level 49 to 50 requires 20 XL candy. So you're looking at 400 candy if you did a direct. That's gross. That's insane.
Right?
Yeah. So a level Pokemon from level 40 to 50, you'll need a total of 296 or 296 XL candy and 250,000 Stardust. I imagine that's going to drop at some point. Although, to be honest, it's not required that you do this. So,
right.
The one other thing I was curious on, and I've heard nothing yet, is with the bump up to the max level of 50 for particular Pokemon, or for all Pokemon, is how do raids change in difficulty? Do raids change in difficulty? I've heard nothing about an increase in difficulty for raids. So if you are a hardcore raider and you're listening to this, a PvP-focused podcast, maybe you want to get some Pokemon up to level 50 so that raids can be potentially more can be soloed more easily. Maybe. I also question your use of your time if you're a raiding-focused Pokemon Go player and you're listening to a PvP podcast. But,
we're
thank you
parts
for
of all of the family here.
Yeah, I appreciate the listen, nonetheless. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot. My feelings, I think, they're still bubbling. They're still simmering. I'm not. It would cost 622,000 dust, 398 candy, and 360 XL candy to max out my level 3 Shadow Ralts.
Oof.
Yeah, I mean, go for it, Eric. Don't. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
That's crazy. That's a lot. That's big numbers.
Yeah, it's big numbers. It's expensive, and is it really incredibly helpful? I don't think it's necessary yet.
Have all these simulators for us to let us know if it would be helpful before we spend it.
I don't think it's necessary, and I think, especially within Sylph, besides a level 50 Azumarill, most Pokemon are going to have their counters, and their counters are still going to be effective against them, even at the difference between... What?
I can't believe you didn't cringe when you said level 50 Azumarill.
Oh, I mean, I'm going to hate it. It's honestly, I would not be surprised if in future metas that Azumarill would be eligible because it can now be level 50 if it wouldn't be banned. But
Yeah,
that's a whole other side story.
right.
The difference between a level 40 and level 50, their counters are still eligible. Their counters are still going to be effective against them. It's not going to flip every matchup against their counters. It is going to be harder to defeat them. But I think for the most part within Great League, they're going to be more powerful, but they're not going to be like
Unbeatable.
yeah, they're not going to be unbeatable, which is
Question
kind
is,
of the
will they
key.
be Giratina with old ancient power difficult, or will they be after?
I mean, I don't know, dude. We'll see. We'll see.
Fun
Like
analogy. We gotta wait and find out.
I don't really like touching Master League at all. Anyway, I don't really enjoy GBL anyway. But this is like a whole other of like I really don't want to deal with that. Although realistically, it's going to be higher level players that are going to have those higher level. I don't know.
Thanks for that awesome comment, Battle Ram.
I'm trending or ranting too much. Let's see. Ready.
Do we jump back into the competitive breakdown now?
Double check in. Winston the Champ responded to my Discord call on what we should talk about today. I want to make sure there's nothing key here that I wanted to. All right. Actually, he brings up a good point here that we will talk about here shortly. It is about Nightfall. So unfortunately, another month goes by where I have not read all of J.R.E. Seawolf's Nifty or Thrifty, although I highly recommend other people go and read it because it can be a very big help as far as putting together a team for different metas. I do have here a post on Reddit, the r/the Sylph Arena by the user underground underscore PvP. The underground PvP on Reddit. We've got a meta simplified here with a chart that could probably summon a demon if you were to write this out on the ground. With Galarian Stunfisk in the middle, Charmer, Psychics, Swampert, Ice types, and Razor Leafers on the edges. There's counter users, Abomasnow and its Shadow variant, and then Golbat, Gliscor, and Beedrill off on the side. This also, I was listening to PvP Steve's meta simplified video, and his chart looked pretty similar, so I would also recommend giving that a listen if you are still needing to build a team. I'm sure there are plenty of people that are way ahead of me as far as team building. I have not done enough research yet. So,
Nightfall. Did you want to go over the Nightfall got announced also a day or two after we did our
yes, actually I'm getting a little ahead of myself here, aren't I? Nightfall is December's meta for the Sylph Arena. As always, it is Great League. As always, it is a pick 6 spring 3 battle. This meta is ice types, fighting types, normal types, ground types, and poison types. No megas. Shadows are eligible. Level 41 plus are eligible. And legendaries, mythics, etc. are also eligible.
Just no megas.
Just no megas, which still makes sense because megas are still in a very odd space as far as availability and usability. So the resources, because they quote unquote go away, is very odd. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, what's the absolute unit that is Mega Charizard X, best buddied, level 50'd, mega'd in something like a Master League meta?
Oh, you're making me do stuff.
Is that gross? Mega Charizard X is the dragon one, right?
Yeah.
Ugh. Can you imagine? The amount of damage output would be insane. But yeah, like thankfully megas aren't eligible within GBL yet either. So never want to see Uxie again. I'm sorry, Battle Ram. Shadow Gloom does not appreciate being left out of the Razor Leafers. Anything with Razor Leaf is eligible within the Razor Leafers. Let's see.
All right. So you want to know the max CP of a best buddied level 51 Charizard X?
Yes, let's see that.
4405.
All right. Do you have the attack stats?
243.4.
That's nice.
192.7.
Okay.
169.
Okay. Oh, that's
Just below slacking.
just a regular level 40 slacking. Jeez, are you kidding me?
Now I want to look that up. A best buddy.
What's
slacking.
What's that matchup? 1v1 me outside. Okay, Mega Y is even higher. So Mega Charizard X with a level 40 no best buddied Hundo slacking versus Mega Charizard Y level 51 best buddied Hundo. What is that? What does that fight look like? Can I look this up in PV Poke? Does PV Poke allow for this?
Oh my gosh.
What?
A perfect slacking at
Uh-huh.
level 51 is 5069.
A perfect slacking?
A perfect slacking best buddy at level 51 is 5069.
Nice. Very nice.
Sick.
15. Nope, not 315. 15, 15, 15. Let me. Okay. 15,
Are you doing
15,
the Charizard
15.
versus slacking matchup?
Yes.
I got it for you.
Oh, you do?
You want Y?
Give me X with Dragon Breath, because that would be disgusting.
X going to give it to you.
Yep, X is going to give it to me.
All right, so Mega Charizard X, best buddy, level 51.
Uh-huh. Hundo.
Oh, this is going to be gross. Dragon Breath, who wins between it and level 51 slacking?
No. Level 40 slacking.
Oh, you want level 40.
Level 40. No extras on slacking.
Okay.
Hundo slacking, level 40.
Versus
Nope.
level 51 Charizard?
Yup.
Charizard wins no competition.
Dragon really? Breath. Okay. That makes sense considering the DPS of slacking is absolutely atrocious. So that makes sense.
That's a funny fight. That's a Titan fight.
Yeah, that's disgusting. That's ugh.
But back to Nightfall.
Nightfall. Let's see. Where to begin? G Stunfisk.
Do you have a Stunfisk? Yes or no? That's the pivot point.
Yeah. Eric BN says it loses in the 2-0. Of course. That's the information I needed. Charizard loses in the 2-0 shield. In a 1v1, if it didn't have shields, it does lose. Let's see. So your fighters are relevant. So Metacham, Gallade. Gallade's showing up in our chat. Some people were doing some tests. Gallade shows up in a big way here. So that's definitely a Pokemon to look out for.
It's Metacham with confusion.
Yes. It's like Metacham is Sprite and Gallade is Sprite Cranberry.
Oof.
It's good in a different way? Or is it Mountain Dew versus Mountain Dew Code Red? Maybe? I don't know. And no bulk. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely have to watch out for Gallade. Gallade does not. It packs the punch. It has the versatility, but it's fragile. It is a glass cannon. Charmers are here. A A9 Wigglytuff. No surprise there. Your Razor Leafers and Venusaur. Venusaur is usually running a Vine Whip in that instance. Ice types, Frostlass, Dugong, Lapras, no one's surprised here. Like, realistically, if you've followed, I'm going to be incredibly boring here. If you followed PvP, Sulfurina in the past, there isn't anything here that should really surprise you. Switching over to the PV Poke rankings. Shadows are showing up here in a big way. Gloom Shadow, Victory Bell Shadow at rank 5 and 6. Golbat Shadow at rank 8. Abomasnow Shadow at rank 9. Gligar Shadow at rank 12. The shadows show up here.
This is probably the one cup I've seen them more closer to the top versus other stuff.
Yeah.
Other cups we've had so far.
Yeah, the damage
But I
is...
imagine this list will explode even more if we happen to get a Rocket Takeover at some point this month.
I don't think that the list changes because these are just pure matchups. It doesn't factor in via availability.
But I mean, as far as people's usability of them.
Yeah. I will be curious to see... I don't know. Can I affect this? Can I change the rankings
I think
here?
we tried this last time.
Yeah, I'd like to see this without any of the rank 50 because I imagine rank 50, any of the level 50s. I imagine getting anything to level 50 by your tournaments here this month is going to be near nigh impossible. So I kind of want to just remove them from PV Poke's listing here because
that list is still pretty much the same. You just swap Mega or Medicham XL with regular.
Right. Well, I mean, but you also see Lickitung XL show up here. And because they are within the top 50 or so, that should, in theory, affect other matchups and the rankings here. Your overall good performance.
They probably will put in a filter.
Yeah, I'd like to see that filter because these are the XL variants in PV Poke are requiring the level 50s, and I can't imagine that you are going to see level 50s. You might see level 45s. You probably won't see level 50s of any Pokemon in a Silph Arena tournament, at least for the first month or so. You're most certainly not going to see them consistently for at least the first 3 months or so.
Mm-hmm.
It will take a little while into 2021 until we see a consistent couple of picks for level 45, level 50 within Silph Arena. So I'd like to remove them from this to get a better sense, but there is a way to do it. It is a little bit extra as far as work.
And then on that graph you were showing for Nightfall, who's surprised to see the number one Mud Boy?
Swampert. I want to say Wishcash still performs all right. Actually, where are our Mud Boys? Can I go in ground? Let's see. So Swampert's number 3. G Stunfisk is 4. Swampert Shadow is at rank 18. Wishcash is at 42. Quagsire is at 61. Seismitoad is at 62. Diggersby is in here, but that is not a Mudboy. That is a normal Mudboy. Or normal ground. Gastrodon, East and West at 79 and 80 respectively. Marshtomp at 90. Marshtomp Shadow at 98. And that rounds out the Mudboys. I guess technically Palpitoad at 189. Hold on, Palpitoad, and what was I looking at here? Seismitoad. So Seismitoad is up here. Bubble, Muddy Water, Earth Power. I'd like to see Palpitoad or Seismitoad with maybe a better move. I wouldn't be surprised if we see
Body Slam on it.
I don't know if that helps it. It certainly gives it an additional move that no other Mudboy has. Although, no, Gastrodon has Body Slam, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it doesn't have Shot. It has Mud Slap.
I would not be surprised if we see a Seismitoad Community Day. Maybe within 2021. Maybe. So we'll see about that. It is a 3-tier, and its shiny is not released, so it would not surprise me nonetheless. Or it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest.
So looking at the graph that you had from Reddit, I participated in a Nightfall practice tournament, and most of these are pretty common picks. Most of the things on this graph here are things that we saw pretty commonly. I think the biggest takeaway here is for this cup, there is a lot of options. There is a lot of things to consider. And like every cup, it's like Steven's famous phrase where you have to pick your chess pieces before you put them on the board, essentially.
Yeah, this game, GBL, or not GBL, Silph Arena is a game that is started when you pick your team. When you go to pick your team, that is the beginning of the chess match. So it is also 6 of one, half dozen of another, as far as what you're picking. The one thing that is not included on this list is the normal flyers, and that kind of surprises me.
They have much like the flying type in general in this cup. They have a lot of neutral weaknesses, majority of common weaknesses.
Noctowl is at rank 20. Let's see. What else is here on the normal flyers? Pidgeot is at 78. Rufflet is at 100. Braviary is at 120 or 129. Where is Staraptor is at 149?
I think the biggest normal flying to take from this one would be Noctowl.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine if you're running a normal flyer, you're gonna look at Noctowl. It's been a staple for a while, so
I know it's one of I want to say Jmar's favorites.
I've seen Jmar use it for sure. Let's see. Golbat, Gliscor, other flyers. Beedrill is a bug flyer? Poison flyer or
Beedrill's bug poison.
Bug poison, that's right. It doesn't even have
very
a flying...
big threat in this cup too if used properly.
Yeah, it doesn't have the flying. It doesn't have any flying type moves though. So
it has air release.
It does? Okay.
Could have sworn it does. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Does it?
I'll check it.
Okay.
I think it's just now that they have
Drill Run.
It's replaced it. Yeah. So it's Drill Run, X Scissor, Sludge Bomb, Aerial Ace, Return, and Felstinger.
Okay. So it kind of depends. I don't know. I think at this point we're in what, season 4 of Self Arena. We're starting to see a nice solid consistency of top performers.
Yeah.
Especially here in a meta simplified. Let me go back to PvPoke and see if anything absolutely surprises me here in the top. Articuno is available. It's at rank rank 7 on PvPoke. Will you see it? Maybe. Does it actually perform incredibly well?
Dude, Jmar rocked an Articuno on me in the practice tournament.
Okay.
It's a good option.
It's expensive though.
If you know how to use it.
That's an expensive one.
You really don't even need a second move.
Oh, really? Does it just need Icy Wind? Ice Shard, Icy Wind?
That's it.
All right. I mean, that's all Dugong needs. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see anything here that absolutely surprises me. Jmar gives the thumbs up.
Of course he does.
Blaziken's up here at 25.
That's a dirty safe swap. I couldn't do much against it.
Blaziken's an interesting pick. I've seen some talk about. It does barely beats G Stunfisk. That's not it has a battle rating of 508. That is not something I would say is a good win for it.
No.
But because it's a fire, it beats the grasses, it beats the ices. That is something.
Too, but it also is weak to fairy.
Yeah. I mean, if it goes up against a charmer, it's dead. It's not even in a straight 1v1 match where you want to swap that out immediately if you hit into that as a lead.
You don't want to get stuck on that.
No.
But I think that's one of the pivotal points of this cup is there are many things that the charmers do not care about. The only thing they really care about is G-Fisk.
Let's see. Yeah, Frostlass, Venusaur, Articuno, and Lapras are all big wins for Blaziken. That is impressive. It does lose to Medicham, XL, Victory Bell, Shadow. Really? This is a Victory Bell Shadow?
Farms it down.
Jeez. Razorleaf is gross. Especially Shadow
Why
Razorleaf.
do you think everybody loves that term?
Let's see. Does lose to Swampert. No surprise there. And it does lose to Gallade. That all makes sense. So, yeah. Blaziken's performance might be actually pretty impressive here. Scrafty's up here. I mean, I've got plenty of options for whatever I'm going to put together because I still don't have anything. I still don't know anything solid as far as what I'm going to put together. There's a lot of options, and I have a lot of battle rams telling you to back out.
Okay.
There's a lot of options, and I have quite a number of things powered up and ready. So Zangoose is up here. Somebody was making a comment that they might bring up a Zangoose. That's a interesting pick. Celio is up here. Way to go, Celio. Celio's been dropping down recently. That's not surprising.
Yeah, just all these other things moving up.
A lot of other ice types. The fact that it doesn't have Icy Wind doesn't help it at all.
No. But this cup is definitely something that I think people need to consider. Make a team, practice it, see how you like it, and then build another team based on the results you see, and then play between those two for a bit.
Just play with what's available.
Yeah.
Let's see. So
because there's a lot of things that do work and a lot of things that don't.
The question Winston had in the Discord was why Frostlass was not banned in Nightfall. That is...
I get the feeling that when I played my tournament, that was one of the ones I used.
Uh-huh.
It's a very good Pokemon, but it has to have a shield, and it has to have the energy advantage. If you meet those two requirements, it can become almost unstoppable. But when you're in the situation where you're using it, you need to give it resources, much like other things in the past couple of months that we've used in certain cups where it performs as long as it's getting coverage.
Oh, interesting. So Eric BN in the chat is saying, FYI, taking out the XL on custom rankings, the top 6 are Snowy Castform, Metacham, Shadow Abomasnow, Scrafty, Regular Abomasnow, and Frostlass. Frostlass drops down. So is that because Frostlass performance... Does Frostlass have a really good performance against... Yeah, it beats out Metacham XL.
Okay.
And that's
it's relevant.
That's number one key win is it beats out Metacham XL, which I can almost guarantee 99% of players are not going to encounter a level 50 Metacham. You are not going to encounter a Metacham XL for this.
Celio is a solid option against Frostlass too.
Is it? What is Celio?
Just bulks against everything it could do.
Right, but like Celio's big thing is Body Slam, and Body Slam's doing neutral against
You hit
Frostlass.
It with water charge move.
Oh, okay.
Its water charge move is more beneficial in this cup than the Aurora Beam. Body Slam, Aurora Beam.
Huh.
Or sorry, Body Slam, and I want to say it's Aqua Tail.
Oh, interesting. So you're not even running. Let me scroll down to it. Let me see. I want them deets. I want to know. Powder Snow, Body Slam, Aurora Beam. Water Pulse is at a 20% usage. Water Gun is at a 44% usage. So then are you running Celio against Frostlass? Are you running Celio with the water moves then?
I mean, I guess it's dependent.
Yeah, because like weird. I mean, Celio does have more bulk because it does have to be maxed or close to maxed. So that's an odd, I don't know, makes sense, I guess. Some sense, but also is confusing. Wild.
But looking basically over the cup, there's a lot of fun to be had in this cup if you can. It's not one Pokemon. Well, I mean, there's some that are predominantly performing, but at the same time, it feels a lot like last month's cup where you can pretty much pick a handful of things and make it work to yourself, if that makes sense.
I think so. Yeah, you can. There are options as far as team building. Yeah. Let me go. Actually, I'm gonna call some people out because I'm gonna go over into our testing facility, and I want to see people we're talking about. Team comps here. If I scroll up, I don't want to scroll too far. What do we got? Come on, somebody tell me. Let's see. Oh, how far? There's been a lot of people that are chatting here. Oh, that's an 8. Okay. 11, 28. Testing out stuff. Arrow's saying it's going to be a fun meta. Testing out some stuff. Let me see. Psycho Cut Medi, decent play, especially with some of the poisons running around. Gallade fits the Psychic Fighter role better, though. Grass Knight comes in fast and covers a bit more. Or Leaf Blade.
Oh, you're reading the manuscripts from our Discord?
I'm reading the testing facility just to see if anything stands out here. I want to say people were talking about running 2-2 and 2, which was double fighter. What was it? Double fighter, double grass, double fairy? I think. Let me see. Where was... Why am I doing some sort of music thing? I don't know.
Oh, hey, look at that. We don't even have to pull up Twitter. Our community question's down there for us.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the community question is here. I don't know. There's... Unfortunately, like, I've just been... I've been slammed and just have not been able to dive in as much for Sylph Arena or Pokemon Go in general as far as like work is concerned, so I'm just not able to do. It's not without wanting to try, because in the past I've just been, I know I've been not fantastic at battling anyway, and so I've wanted to do more battles and stuff, but at this point, like, I wouldn't mind doing more battles. It's just that I'm working open to close for the better part of every week, so, and then trying to, like, you know, get in tests and team build and stuff. Like what was it? Not Forest Cup. What was last month's cup?
Sunrise?
Is it Sunrise?
Or no, you mean this last month?
Yeah.
March?
Yeah, the Marsh Cup. I mean, everybody in the Discord knows I put my team together in the last 30 minutes before before the thing closed. I just so happened to be on my break, and Jesse was like, "Hey, Steven, are you going to participate?" And I was like, "Yes." Oh, today's the day. The lobby is going to close. We're going to start. So I basically put out a call in the Discord, like, what should I put on my team, and threw something together in 30 minutes to then be able to do battles. And of course, I won maybe one or two battles, lost all of them, and then I got the bye win, which I swear. So somebody at Sylph Arena, if you want to come on Battle Science After Dark or come on this podcast and talk to me as to why a bye counts as a win on your record, I will be as civil as possible. I don't understand why in your overall... I can understand why it would count as a win. No, I can't even fully understand why it would count as a win in your rank in the tournament itself. So I was at like the second
place you somewhere, and it's based off of...
Yeah, so I was at the second lowest table for the first round or two. I dropped down into the last table where the bye round or the bye slot was. I got the bye. It bumped me up to above the table where I was at before, facing people realistically that were at a better ranking than me, and then kept me there because technically I had won a round. Which should not be how that works. That should not count. I'm sure the numbers are incredibly complicated as far as making sure there's a ranking, but there needs to be win, loss. I mean, there is no tie for your Sylph Arena rankings, so you don't have to worry about tie. There should be a third number that's counted that is your bye. And that should affect the tournament your placement in the tables, but it should not...
But if there's only so many people in the tournament, you can only go up against so many people.
Yes, but if I have not won if there are two people that have not won a single game, they should be facing off against each other at the very end of the tournament.
Unless they had already faced each other earlier.
Even then, they could be facing each other. No, if they have faced each other, one person has already gotten the win. I would love to sit down with somebody at the Self Arena to better explain to my elementary, middle school mind as far as how these rankings work and how
Buys
the
count as
buy
wins.
win counts. For what reasoning does the buy win count as a win and then put me up against stronger opponents in which I will not win against anyway? Like, I mean, I realistically, I don't care about going up against other people, but I don't understand why it basically just inflates the win count when realistically I have not won. So, I don't know. That's another rant thing. Let's see. What am I missing? Jesse, do we want to go into the community question?
Yeah.
All right, let's freshen it up. Let's finish off on a high note. I need to go to the thing on the thing, the thing on the thing. Pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon? Community question. Last episode was, when you are playing Pokemon Go, what is it that you listen to? Is it in-game music, a favorite artist, a music streaming service, a podcast, or maybe nothing at all? How do you #listen while you play? So we had a number of answers to that. I'm going to pull up Twitter first, and then we'll go into the Discord.
I've also got a couple locals that responded that I have here.
Ah, excellent. So Pokemon Crossroads at PKMN Crossroads on Twitter responds with either a podcast if I'm playing in my car or just my thoughts as I curse the game for not having any Pokemon come when I'm in the middle of a lucky egg. Jason at, I believe this is L Show D Jason, says podcasts. Simple. In the Discord, we have Leader Paradox responding with usually put on an album or a podcast, never in-game music.
Oof.
I will agree there. I do not listen to in-game music. MVP02 says music on Spotify. And Winston says podcasts, battle science or other Pokemon podcasts, history podcasts, politics, or audiobooks. What do you got, Jesse?
So from a couple of our locals, one of them says they listen to 90s punk rock, 90s rock, things like Alice in Chains or Red Hot Chili Peppers, usually when they're in their truck or if they're out walking,
I know it.
Motivational music from Spotify.
I know exactly who that is.
And another person said that usually they don't have any music going, but isn't it funny that whenever you're out like on a community day prior to COVID and all this, obviously, that whenever you heard somebody with the game audio on, you quickly look over to verify that it is a child that is indeed playing with the game music on.
That's the first thing you do if you've forgotten to turn it off, is to turn it off. It's loud, obnoxious, and it tells everyone around you what you're doing. Music.
It's nice, but it's just so funny to see the looks you get from people.
All right, so that is the community question from last week. And again, I forgot to put it on Twitter earlier in the weeks. I goofed up there. It's not the first time. Probably won't be the last. We'll see if I can do better this time. This episode's community question is going to be, what is a Pokemon that you have grown to like or appreciate through playing Pokemon Go? So, through playing Pokemon Go, is there a particular Pokemon that you have garnered new or additional appreciation for? Is there a particular Pokemon that throughout doing GBL or Sylph Arena that maybe you didn't care for before but have gained a new liking to? Jesse, do you have any particular Pokemon that you have?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why
Ever since 2016 and the fact that they made it a whole new game, I have loved Eevee ever so much more since Pokemon Go has come out.
Wow, Eevee. That's one I would not have expected.
Its versatility when the game first came out as being some of the best lower level player accessible elemental type Pokemon was astounding. And then, of course, Let's Go Eevee was just amazing. Got to revisit my childhood in a new animation. And then, even in Sword and Shield, Eevee was still great. You could even catch their evolved forms in the wild. I don't know. I think Nintendo's done a really good job of directing not only Pikachu to be a mascot.
We've had too
And
many.
because my roommate is such a Pikachu fanatic, I'm on Team Eevee.
Battle Ram saying his answer is Vigoroth. Became and still is his go-to for Great League battling. Vigoroth is a fantastic example. Vigoroth is one, like, no, I'm not a fan of Vigoroth, certainly, but Vigoroth is definitely one that's performed incredibly well. Somebody was making a comment, I don't remember what it was, about move changes. That's right. They were talking, there's a Reddit thread about what Pokemon would use what Pokemon could get like a move change that would completely and totally upset the meta. And somebody
Kind of like
said,
Galvantula did.
but Galvantula really didn't change it drastically
I mean, it
because,
did for Great League.
yeah, well, yes and no. Galvantula is around, but G Stunfisk is still around and performs well. They were saying
Sure.
that if Lapras got better moves, Lapras can beat out Azumarill, and it can beat out G Stunfisk. So Lapras would be a really interesting one. I don't remember what move they were
Eric
saying to give
Ian
to
says maybe Meganium.
Meganium. Meganium is a cool, yeah. Meganium was definitely one that I wasn't super hot on before. I don't know why I'm rating other people's choices. Somebody was saying in the Reddit thread though about giving Vigoroth like a crazy move or whatever, and I was like, no,
It's good
Vigoroth's
enough.
it's good enough. You don't need to buff Vigo. You really don't. That's gross.
But yeah, next week, go ahead and tweet us at battle_science. Hit us on the Gmail, hit us on the Discord server. Let us know what Pokemon that you have come to find from Pokemon Go that has made you maybe see them in a different light, or maybe gained a new interest in a certain Pokemon that you never otherwise would have.
Whoa, that's a wild Celio in my backyard. All right.
He's going after the dog poop for you.
Maybe he is my dog. It's 12:26, and this could be really good. I'm trying to think of what my example would be for Pokemon I've grown to like through playing Pokemon Go. It's easy to go with like meta options, with going like Metacham or something. Let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna go.
Melmetal was pretty crazy. Melmetal and Meltan, because they were exclusively released through Go. I love them both. I think they're awesome. That'd be another one if I had to pick one. Its relevance in each league is pretty good too.
CP minus 1500. I'm gonna go with usually Great League ones because
It's usually the format that you play.
it's the format I play and usually more relevant
Say
Pokemon are there.
Gengar. Gengar has been pretty crazy good for you.
Gengar's been pretty solid for me. I would say Vespiquin's up there as well. Vespiquin's one that I would never really have enjoyed, but I did enjoy running Vespiquin. Scolipede for sure. Scolipede is one that for whatever reason, like I've barely used it, but I have one for Great League and I think it's double moved and everything. Scolipede would be one that I would be down to do. Let's see. I already enjoyed Golbat ahead of time. I've talked about my Golbat and Crobat story on. I think I've talked about it here, but I went more in depth in it in the Battle Science After Dark. Shoot. Yeah, honestly. Yeah, I would probably say Gengar. For whatever reason, now that I've been thinking about it, normally in, you'd see on Facebook like comment on this thread and I will give you a type and that's your Pokemon gym leader and what's your, what are your 6 Pokemon for your gym.
That'd be fun.
Oh, that would be a great community. Okay, somebody remind me for 2 weeks from now. It will be should we
the next
auto assign a type or pick your type and picks your 6? You are a gym leader for that type. Probably pick your type.
I think we got a week to develop on 2 weeks to develop on it.
Okay, don't quote me on what we've talked about here, but do remind me ahead of next episode. My usual go-to for types were usually like fire and ghost, but I think now that I've played a lot more Go, honestly I think poison types are a lot more prevalent to me. So looking at Toxicroak, Scolipede, Golbat are like go-tos for poisons for me. Like I would never have considered myself to be a poison trainer, but I think looking at some of the Pokemon that I've played with, Haunter, Gengar, the poison type is starting to grow on me a little bit more. Although even then, like the poison types within Pokemon Go like don't perform incredibly well.
But they've made some changes to help them.
I think the things like Toxicroak, Golbat, their secondary typing takes a lot of the brunt of or carries a lot of the weight of that particular Pokemon. Toxicroak would not be where it is without counter. And the fact that it has Mud Bomb as well is some of the only reasons it performs as well as it does. So,
how's it going, Leo?
But yeah, I think before, like I would never have considered myself to be a poison type trainer, but I think now having played enough Pokemon Go, poison type might be one of my go-tos. There's a Miltank here. Okay. Okay. It's a 95 CP Miltank. This one's getting a Pineapple Berry. What is going on? Amok and Skuntank also performing well. There's what?
There was an Eevee, but I tabbed back into the game and it's gone.
All right.
Oh, that's awesome. Yes, that thing's awesome. One of their comment from one of our viewers is their cousins have picked up each of the plushes for the new daughter, because she's just barely starting to crawl. I don't know if you've seen them pop around on the internet where they put the 3 starters out in front of a baby and they choose which one.
Yep.
Oh, I love those things.
Honestly, they should wait until they're like 10 or 11 and then pick, just like in the games. Because who knows? Maybe as a baby you have bad taste. I know as a kid I would have bad taste in some cases. Let them grow their taste and have better taste. I don't know. I'm just being controversial here. All right, so that is the community question. If you have any topics for us to discuss or want to get in touch with us for a future Battle Science podcast or what have you, at battle_science on Twitter, you can email us at battlescience.podcast@gmail.com. You can join our Discord and talk to us there. Let's see. If you're listening to, or if you're not, subscribe to us on Twitch to know when we're doing any special events or live recordings of the podcast. You can follow us at twitch.tv/battlescience. Podcast services around the globe, or if you want our primary site, you can go to, I believe, Podbean, battlescience.podbean.com. Getting them mixed up here. There's just Battle Science and something else.
Just Google Battle Science. You'll find one of them.
Will you? All right, now I'm curious. Nope. No, you don't. You don't find Battle Science when you look it up on Google. Battle Sports Science is what you get. You do not get Battle Science. Our SEO is garbage. What?
We'll take that spot someday.
Probably not, but you know. Hey, there it is. Podcast.apple. It's on page 2. Battle Science, a Pokemon Go PvP podcast. All right. I'll take page 2. Oh, Spotify. Our Spotify link there is on page 2. All right. Maybe that's how we intro next episode. Battle Science, a page 2 Google search podcast. I'll take page 2 on Google any day. Let's see. What else? So Spotify. Wait, why are we not?
Anyways, while Steven's fascinating over the Google search, also don't forget to tune in at a later date for our rebroadcast of our schoolyard scrap tournament that we have going on. It has been going pretty crazy. Our participants have been doing a great job. Fun times as always. If you want to check out a live stream of some of the battles, one of our participants, Chris the Dude, is going to be streaming them on Twitch. If you're listening to this live, Saturday. If you're listening to this on the podcast, tomorrow. Or if you're listening at a later date, it's probably already happened.
You might be able to catch that.
Chris the Dude. What's that?
Catch the VOD, that video on demand, twitch.tv/ChrisTheDude13.
Yep.
All right. We'll have
and
that.
He will be taking on, my representative from Team Jesse will be taking on each of his opponents from T. Steven, just so we can get those battles out of the way and uploaded it for us to look at later and rebroadcast again for you guys at a later date.
We'll do that 21st, 22nd December. Later on in December. Let's see. I believe that is everything. So just a reminder, the Extra Life donation page will be up until the very end of the year. So December 31st, you can still send a couple of dollars the way of the big, beautiful kids at Seattle Children's Hospital. We still got to figure out whatever in the world we're doing since we've already surpassed our goal. And if we surpass our goal even more, I will do a pool noodle fight over a kiddie pool of flaming hot lava. Metroid Hunter redeemed to hydrate. Way to go, dude. Or something. Maybe for a week we'll turn the Battle Science Twitter into a Wizards Unite thing.
Shut up. I'm about to leave right now.
Do it. I actually don't know if he's left. Let's see. Oh, what am I missing? If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, absolutely anything. Oh, if you guys want to back us on Patreon, if you want to support the show, go to patreon.com/battlescience. Back us at $1 or more, and you get access to the Battle Science After Dark. We will be recording the next episode of that, the December episode, next Tuesday. I feel like something else is happening on Tuesday, and I don't remember what. Second Tuesday? No, actually, something else is happening, but it is not of importance for a particular date. I just have to do a thing before then. Shoot. Other stuff, cool stuff, things. I really want to do that other podcast here in 2021. So other cool stuff will be happening in 2021. Got some goals stuff to hit. So we'll maybe talk more about that next episode. But until then, we will see you out there on the battlefield.